If you have diabetes, you've probably been told to give up bread. Maybe your doctor said it. Maybe a well-meaning family member. Maybe you read it somewhere online. And for years, you've been avoiding something you actually enjoy because you believe bread and diabetes simply don't mix. I'm Dr. Jonathan Clark, and I want to tell you about something that might change how you think about bread and blood sugar. Not all bread affects your glucose the same way. There are specific types of bread that research has shown can fit into a diabetes-friendly diet without causing the blood sugar spikes you're worried about. Not white bread, not even most whole wheat bread, but 3 specific types that work differently in your body. Let me tell you about Thomas. He was 69, had been managing type 2 diabetes for about 7 years. He came to my office frustrated because he'd given up bread completely 2 years earlier on his previous doctor's advice. His blood sugar had improved slightly, but he missed bread terribly: toast in the morning, a sandwich at lunch. These weren't just foods to him. They were comfort, familiarity, part of his daily routine for decades. "Is there any bread I can eat?" he asked me during one visit, and I could hear the resignation in his voice. "Anything at all that won't send my sugar through the roof." We talked about sprouted grain bread. I explained how the sprouting process changes the grain structure, how the enzymes break down starches differently, how it affects digestion in a way that regular bread doesn't. He was skeptical. He'd tried whole wheat bread before and seen his numbers spike just like with white bread, but he was willing to try. We started carefully. 2 slices of sprouted grain bread at breakfast with scrambled eggs and half an avocado. I asked him to check his blood sugar 90 minutes after eating and write down the number. 2 weeks later, he came back with his glucose log. He'd been consistent with the sprouted grain bread breakfast every morning. For many of us, the aroma of freshly baked bread evokes warmth, comfort, and cherished memories. It's a staple in countless cultures, a symbol of gathering, sustenance, and simple pleasures. But for millions living with diabetes, this beloved food often carries a heavy burden of guilt and fear. The common advice is clear: avoid bread. This blanket statement, however, overlooks a world of possibilities and perpetuates a misconception that can leave individuals feeling deprived and isolated. Imagine a life where you can enjoy the satisfying crunch of a crust, the soft texture of the crumb, and the delightful taste of bread without the constant worry about blood sugar spikes. This might sound like a distant dream, but what if I told you it's not? The journey we're about to embark on together is one of discovery and empowerment. We're here to challenge the conventional wisdom that paints all bread with the same broad brush of unhealthiness for diabetics. We understand the frustration, the feeling of missing out, and the constant vigilance required to manage your condition. It's disheartening to walk past a bakery, inhale the intoxicating scent of yeast and flour, and feel that it's a forbidden pleasure. This book is dedicated to changing that narrative, to introducing you to a new perspective where bread can once again be a joyful part of your diet, not a source of anxiety. Our mission is to arm you with knowledge, not restrictions. We will delve into the fascinating science behind various types of bread and uncover the hidden gems that are not only safe but can even be beneficial for blood sugar management. Forget the bland, cardboard-like alternatives you might have encountered. We're talking about real, delicious bread that fits seamlessly into a healthy, diabetes-friendly lifestyle. This isn't about deprivation, it's about making informed choices that empower you to live a fuller, more satisfying life while effectively managing your diabetes. Many people believe that all refined carbohydrates are equally detrimental, and while it's true that highly processed white bread can cause rapid blood sugar surges, it's a mistake to group artisan sourdough or sprouted grain bread into the same category. These aren't just minor variations, they represent fundamentally different production methods and nutritional profiles. The fermentation processes in sourdough and the sprouting of grains in sprouted bread significantly alter their glycemic impact, making them far more forgiving on your blood sugar levels. Understanding these distinctions is the first step towards reclaiming your culinary freedom. So, prepare to re-examine everything you thought you knew about bread. This guide is your companion, offering practical advice, delicious ideas, and the scientific backing to confidently incorporate certain types of bread back into your meals. Say goodbye to the fear and hello to the joy of bread, a real, delicious, and diabetes-friendly bread. It's time to break bread, break myths, and embrace a new chapter of hope and informed choices for your health and happiness. Hello again, wonderful people. If you're here, chances are you've experienced that familiar energy crash, the hunger pangs returning too soon, or perhaps you're managing diabetes and struggling with those stubborn blood sugar readings after enjoying a simple slice of toast. It's a common story, and for many, the culprit often seems to be that seemingly innocent everyday bread. But why does something so comforting and ubiquitous so often lead to such unwelcome spikes in our blood sugar? Let's peel back the layers and understand the science in a way that feels personal and easy to grasp. The journey begins right at the heart of the grain itself. You see, most conventional breads we find on supermarket shelves are made from highly refined flours. Think of a whole grain of wheat. It has three main parts: the bran, the fibrous outer layer, the germ, the nutrient-rich embryo, and the endosperm, the starchy inner part. When grains are refined to make white flour, the bran and germ are typically stripped away. This process is great for shelf life and creating that soft, fluffy texture we all love, but it comes at a significant nutritional cost. It's like taking a beautifully complex machine and removing its most vital gears and protective casing. Without these parts, what's left is predominantly the endosperm, a concentrated source of starch. This is where the concept of the glycemic index, GI, comes into play. Refined flours, and thus regular breads, often have a high GI, meaning they cause a rapid rise in blood glucose. Once you eat that refined bread, your body gets right to work. There's very little fiber or fat to slow things down. The starches in the endosperm are quickly broken down by digestive enzymes into simple sugars, primarily glucose. Imagine a dam suddenly opening, releasing a torrent of water. That's what happens in your digestive system, a quick, unobstructed flood of glucose into your bloodstream. This rapid absorption is the core reason for the immediate and often dramatic blood sugar spike. Your body is suddenly faced with a glucose overload, and it has to react fast. This is where your amazing pancreas steps in, like a superhero trying to manage a sudden emergency. It releases a surge of insulin, a hormone whose job it is to shuttle that excess glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy or storage. If this happens occasionally, your body handles it fine. But if you're consistently eating foods that cause these rapid spikes and subsequent insulin surges, over time, your cells can start to become less responsive to insulin's calls. This is what we call insulin resistance. It's like the cells are constantly hearing an alarm, and eventually, they start to tune it out. The pancreas then has to work even harder, pumping out more insulin, creating a vicious cycle that can eventually lead to prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. And what about that missing fiber? Remember the bran and germ we talked about earlier? They're packed with fiber, which acts like a natural brake in your digestive system. It slows down the conversion of starches to sugars and the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream, creating a much gentler, more sustained rise in blood sugar. Without it, the glucose hits your system like a shockwave. So, while regular bread might offer a quick burst of energy, it often comes at the price of blood sugar volatility and long-term health implications. But don't despair. Understanding this science is the first powerful step towards making informed choices and rediscovering bread in a way that truly nourishes us. We're just getting started on our journey to healthier bread options. Chapter 3, Solution 1, Sprouted Grain Bread, the secret of sprouting and its superior benefits. In our journey to understand how bread fits into a healthy lifestyle, especially for those managing blood sugar, we've learned that not all breads are created equal. The good news is, there's a powerful and ancient solution gaining well-deserved recognition: sprouted grain bread. Forget everything you thought you knew about healthy bread. This isn't just about whole grains. It's about unlocking the dormant potential within the grain itself, transforming it into a nutritional powerhouse that can truly be a friend to your blood sugar levels. This remarkable bread starts with a simple, yet profound process: sprouting. Imagine tiny seeds, full of life, just waiting for the right conditions to awaken. So, what exactly is sprouting? It's a completely natural process where whole grains, legumes, or seeds are soaked in water and allowed to germinate. Think of it like a seed beginning to grow into a plant. This simple act of waking up the grain triggers a cascade of amazing biochemical changes. Enzymes that were lying dormant suddenly become active, starting to break down complex starches, proteins, and fats into simpler, more digestible forms. It's a miracle of nature happening right before our eyes, turning a humble grain into something far more vibrant and alive. This natural transformation is the heart of what makes sprouted grain bread so special. Now, let's dive into the science of why these changes are so beneficial, particularly for managing blood sugar. One of the most significant impacts of sprouting is on carbohydrate structure. The activated enzymes begin to pre-digest some of the starches, converting them into simpler sugars or even metabolizing them for the plant's initial growth. This process inherently reduces the amount of easily available carbohydrates that would otherwise rapidly spike blood glucose. Furthermore, sprouting helps to break down anti-nutrients like phytic acid, which are compounds that can inhibit the absorption of vital minerals. By neutralizing phytic acid, sprouted grains make their rich mineral content, like iron, zinc, and magnesium, much more bioavailable to your body. This reduction in easily digestible carbohydrates and the enhanced nutrient profile directly translate to a lower glycemic impact. Traditional bread, even whole wheat, often causes a rapid rise in blood sugar because its starches are quickly broken down into glucose. Sprouted grain bread, with its partially predigested starches and higher fiber content, leads to a much slower and more sustained release of glucose into the bloodstream. This means fewer sharp peaks and troughs, helping maintain more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. It's like your body is given a gentle, steady stream of energy instead of a sudden flood, making it an excellent choice for anyone watching their glycemic response. But the benefits don't stop at blood sugar control. Sprouted grains are also nutritional powerhouses. The sprouting process significantly increases the content of various vitamins, including B vitamins and vitamin C, and even boosts levels of antioxidants. This enrichment, combined with improved mineral absorption, means you're getting more bang for your nutritional buck. You're not just eating bread, you're consuming a vibrant food that supports overall vitality, digestion, and provides sustained energy. Choosing sprouted grain bread is more than just a dietary adjustment, it's an embrace of an ancient wisdom that leverages nature's own processes to create a truly nourishing and blood sugar-friendly food. It's a delicious step towards a healthier you. After uncovering the remarkable benefits of sprouted grain bread, you might be eager to bring it into your kitchen. But how do you navigate the sometimes confusing world of bread aisles? Don't worry, I'm here to guide you, step by step, ensuring you choose the right loaf to support your journey toward stable blood sugar. Think of this as your personal grocery shopping buddy, armed with all the insider tips. First things first, where to find it? Sprouted grain bread is typically found in the refrigerated section of your grocery store, often near the specialty cheeses or organic produce. This is because the sprouting process makes it more perishable than conventional bread, so refrigeration helps maintain its freshness and beneficial properties. Occasionally, you might find it in the frozen aisle, an excellent option to stock up and thaw as needed. Always check the labels carefully. Look for trusted brands that prioritize whole, sprouted grains without unnecessary additives. Brands like Ezekiel 4:9 are pioneers in this space and widely available. Their commitment to minimal processing and pure ingredients makes them a fantastic starting point for anyone new to sprouted grain bread. Next, how to identify genuine sprouted grain bread? This is crucial. The key is in the ingredient list. True sprouted grain bread will list sprouted whole wheat, sprouted spelt, sprouted rye, or a combination of sprouted grains as the very first ingredients. Beware of labels that simply say whole wheat or multigrain, but don't specify sprouted. Some breads might contain a small amount of sprouted flour, but for maximum blood sugar benefits, you want a loaf where sprouted grains are the star. Also, check for a short, understandable ingredient list. Fewer ingredients, often a sign of less processing, are generally better. You want to see whole grains, water, yeast, sometimes, and perhaps a touch of honey or molasses, not a long list of unpronounceable chemicals. Now that you've got your wholesome loaf, let's talk delicious meal ideas. Sprouted grain bread is incredibly versatile and can elevate your meals beyond simple toast. For breakfast, imagine a slice toasted to perfection, topped with mashed avocado, a sprinkle of red pepper flakes, and a perfectly poached egg. The healthy fats and protein will keep you full and stabilize your morning blood sugar. Another delightful option is a high-fiber, low-sugar almond butter or cashew butter spread, paired with a few slices of fresh berries. For lunch, think open-faced sandwiches bursting with flavor and nutrients. Instead of processed deli meats, try smoked salmon with cream cheese and dill, or a vibrant hummus spread with thinly sliced cucumbers, tomatoes, and sprouts. These combinations not only taste fantastic but also provide a balanced meal that won't send your blood sugar soaring. The robust texture of sprouted grain bread holds up beautifully to heartier toppings, making it an excellent base for a satisfying and healthy meal. And don't limit yourself to just sandwiches. You can use sprouted grain bread in creative ways. Cube it, toss with olive oil and herbs, and bake until crispy for homemade croutons in your salads. Or, for a quick and nutritious snack, spread a slice with cottage cheese and a few cherry tomatoes. The possibilities are endless, and integrating this bread into your diet is a delicious step towards better health. It's about making smart choices that satisfy your palate while supporting your well-being. Enjoy exploring the wonderful world of sprouted grain bread, your body will thank you. After exploring the wonders of sprouted grain bread, let's turn our attention to another ancient marvel that holds incredible promise for managing blood sugar: authentic sourdough bread. For many of us, the word bread might still evoke a slight pang of guilt, a reminder of those quick blood sugar spikes we've come to associate with our favorite carb. But what if I told you there's a world of difference between the fast-rising, commercial loaves and a truly traditional sourdough? This isn't just about taste, it's about a magical transformation that happens thanks to nature's tiny helpers. Imagine a bread that has been lovingly crafted over hours, sometimes even days, not with commercial yeast, but with a living starter, a simple mixture of flour and water that has captured wild yeasts and beneficial lactic acid bacteria from the air around us. This starter is the heart and soul of sourdough. It's a centuries-old tradition, a testament to human ingenuity in coaxing flavor and nutrition from simple ingredients. The magic truly unfolds during the long fermentation process. Unlike conventional bread where commercial yeast quickly gobbles up sugars, sourdough's wild yeast and bacteria take their sweet time. During this extended dance, these microorganisms work tirelessly to pre-digest the flour. They break down complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars, which they then consume. More importantly, they start to dismantle gluten and significantly reduce phytic acid, an anti-nutrient found in grains that can hinder the absorption of essential minerals. This predigestion is a game-changer for our bodies, especially when it comes to blood sugar management. Because many of the carbohydrates are already broken down and consumed by the microbes, authentic sourdough bread generally has a lower glycemic index, GI, than its conventional counterparts. This means glucose is released into your bloodstream much more slowly and steadily, preventing those dramatic spikes and subsequent crashes that leave you feeling drained and craving more. Beyond blood sugar, the benefits ripple out to our overall health. The lactic acid produced during fermentation gives sourdough its distinctive tangy flavor, but it also creates a more acidic environment in the dough. This acidity not only acts as a natural preservative, but it also makes certain vitamins and minerals, like B vitamins and magnesium, more bioavailable. Furthermore, the beneficial bacteria contribute to a healthier gut microbiome, which is increasingly recognized as a cornerstone of metabolic health and immune function. Think of it as bread that comes with its own built-in digestive aid. However, it's crucial to distinguish between authentic sourdough and commercially produced breads that might simply add sourdough flavorings or a touch of sourdough starter alongside commercial yeast for a quicker rise. True sourdough is defined by its long fermentation, often 12 to 24 hours or more, driven solely by its natural starter. This extended process is what unlocks its unique nutritional profile and its blood sugar-friendly properties. So, when you choose sourdough, you're not just choosing a loaf, you're embracing a legacy of natural fermentation that empowers your body to digest and utilize carbohydrates more effectively, paving a smoother path to stable blood sugar and vibrant health. Many breads claim to be sourdough, but not all deliver the same health benefits, especially for blood sugar management. A true sourdough bread is made using a slow, natural fermentation process driven by a sourdough starter, a live culture of wild yeasts and lactic acid bacteria. This process, which can take many hours, is what transforms the flour, breaking down complex carbohydrates and phytic acid, making nutrients more bioavailable and significantly lowering the bread's glycemic impact. It's not just about the tangy flavor, it's about the deep scientific changes happening within the dough. Look for artisan bakeries that prioritize traditional methods, often listing starter, flour, water, and salt as their only ingredients. Avoid breads with added commercial yeast, sugars, or preservatives if your goal is blood sugar stability. The longer fermentation is key. How can you tell a true sourdough from a shortcut version? First, examine the ingredient list. Simplicity is a strong indicator. As mentioned, real sourdough needs only flour, water, salt, and starter. Second, consider the crust and crumb. A genuine sourdough often boasts a robust, chewy crust and an open, irregular crumb structure with varying hole sizes, a testament to the gas produced by the wild yeasts. The aroma should be complex, yeasty, and distinctly tangy, not just vaguely sour. Most importantly, feel the weight and density. True sourdough is typically denser and has a more substantial feel than fluffy, quickly risen commercial breads. Don't be fooled by labels like sourdough flavor or sourdough style that might use artificial souring agents or minimal fermentation. The magic of true sourdough for blood sugar lies in its extended fermentation. During this process, lactic acid bacteria produce lactic and acetic acids, which not only give sourdough its characteristic flavor but also modify the starch structure in the flour. This modification slows down the digestion of carbohydrates, leading to a much lower glycemic index, GI, compared to conventional bread. Essentially, your body absorbs the sugars more gradually, preventing the sharp spikes in blood glucose that are common with white bread or even many whole wheat breads. This sustained release of energy is vital for managing diabetes and preventing insulin resistance. It's a testament to ancient wisdom meeting modern nutritional science, offering a delicious way to enjoy bread without the usual concerns. Even with true sourdough, mindful pairing can further enhance its blood sugar stabilizing effects. Think of sourdough as a foundation, and build around it with ingredients that slow digestion and provide sustained energy. Always combine your sourdough with sources of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. For example, avocado toast with a poached egg, or a slice of sourdough with almond butter and a sprinkle of chia seeds. A lean protein like grilled chicken or smoked salmon on sourdough with plenty of leafy greens creates a balanced meal. The protein and fat further reduce the glycemic load of the meal, while fiber helps regulate absorption and add satiety. This synergistic approach maximizes the benefits of sourdough. Finally, remember that portion control remains crucial, even with true sourdough. While its GI is lower, it still contains carbohydrates. Start with a small slice and observe how your body responds. It's also beneficial to eat sourdough as part of a larger meal rather than on its own, utilizing the pairing strategy discussed. Experiment with different types of whole grain sourdoughs, e.g., rye, spelt, as these often have even lower GI values due to their fiber content. Store your sourdough properly to maintain its freshness and beneficial properties. By understanding what makes sourdough special and how to incorporate it wisely into your diet, you can enjoy this ancient staple with confidence and support your journey toward stable blood sugar. We've explored the wonders of sprouted grain bread and the ancient art of sourdough, uncovering how these choices can bring bread back into your life without the blood sugar spikes. But what if you're seeking an even more direct path to lower carbohydrate intake, or perhaps you have sensitivities to gluten that even traditional sourdough might not fully address? It's time to open our minds to yet another innovative solution, a game-changer for many navigating the world of diabetes, the world of low-carb and keto-friendly breads. These aren't just trendy alternatives, they are scientifically formulated options designed with your glycemic health in mind. They offer a unique approach to enjoying bread, making it more accessible and worry-free. This third path promises a different kind of freedom, broadening your horizons beyond conventional choices. Imagine a slice of bread that tastes satisfying but hardly impacts your blood glucose levels. That's the promise of low-carb and keto-friendly breads. Unlike traditional loaves made from wheat flour, which is high in digestible carbohydrates, these innovative breads rely on a foundation of alternative flours. Think finely ground almonds, rich coconut flour, or even a blend incorporating psyllium husk for structure. The key distinction lies in their drastically reduced net carbohydrate count, often just a few grams per serving. This fundamental shift in ingredients means your body processes them differently, leading to a much gentler rise in blood sugar. It's not magic, but smart food science, giving you back control and the simple pleasure of a sandwich or toast without the guilt or health consequences or guilt. Let's dive deeper into these superstar ingredients. Almond flour, for example, is not only low in carbs but also packed with healthy fats, protein, and vitamin E, contributing to satiety and better nutrient absorption. Coconut flour, another popular choice, is exceptionally high in fiber, which further aids in blood sugar control and digestive health. And psyllium husk? It's a fantastic binder that mimics the elasticity of gluten, providing structure and a satisfying chewiness while adding a significant fiber boost. These ingredients work in harmony to create breads that are not just low-carb but often nutrient-dense, offering a powerful nutritional profile that supports overall well-being. They're a testament to how creative culinary science can be when focused on health. Now, you might be wondering about the taste and texture. It's true, low-carb breads often have a denser crumb and a slightly different flavor profile than their wheat-based counterparts. Some might be nuttier, others subtly sweet from coconut. The beauty is in the variety available today, from store-bought options to countless recipes online for home baking. When choosing, always check the ingredient list for hidden sugars or starches, and focus on those with a high fiber content. Look for brands that clearly state low-carb or keto-friendly and specify the net carbs per slice. Don't be afraid to experiment. Finding your favorite might take a few tries, but the journey of discovery is part of the fun, expanding your culinary repertoire safely. Incorporating these low-carb breads into your daily routine can be incredibly empowering. Imagine a breakfast toast with avocado and eggs, or a delicious sandwich for lunch, all without the worry of a blood sugar spike. They pair beautifully with lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of non-starchy vegetables, creating balanced meals that keep you full and energized. This third solution, whether you're baking it yourself or buying from a specialty store, truly broadens the landscape of safe bread choices for individuals managing diabetes. It's about empowering you with knowledge and options, so you can enjoy food, savor every meal, and live a vibrant, healthy life, one delicious, blood sugar-friendly slice at a time. Your journey to mindful eating just got richer. Chapter 8, The Control Key, Pairing Bread with Protein, Fat, and Fiber. So far, we've explored the world of healthier bread options, from sprouted grains to authentic sourdough, empowering you to make informed choices. But here's a crucial piece of the puzzle, one that truly unlocks the potential for stable blood sugar. It's not just about what bread you eat, but how you eat it. Imagine your plate as a symphony, and bread is just one instrument. To create a harmonious, blood sugar-friendly melody, you need the full orchestra, the power trio of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. These three nutrients are your unsung heroes, working synergistically to transform a simple slice of bread into a balanced, nourishing meal that keeps your glucose levels steady and your energy sustained. Embracing this strategy is the ultimate key to enjoying bread without the worry, turning every meal into an opportunity for better health and greater satisfaction. This combination approach is where the real magic happens. Let's dive into our first hero, protein. Protein is a powerful ally in blood sugar management because it slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, preventing those sharp spikes we want to avoid. When you pair your bread with a good source of protein, you create a more gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream. But it's not just about blood sugar. Protein also keeps you feeling fuller for longer, reducing the likelihood of overeating or snacking on less healthy options. Think about starting your day with a slice of whole grain toast topped with scrambled eggs, or a midday sandwich filled with lean chicken breast, turkey, or even a hearty spread of hummus. Plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu are equally effective, offering versatility and additional nutrients. Making protein a priority with every bread-based meal is a game-changer for your metabolic health. Next up, healthy fats, often misunderstood, but incredibly beneficial. Just like protein, healthy fats play a vital role in slowing down gastric emptying, meaning the food stays in your stomach longer. This deliberate pace of digestion translates directly to a slower, more controlled rise in blood sugar. Furthermore, healthy fats contribute significantly to satiety, making your meals more satisfying and helping to curb cravings. Forget the fear of fats, we're talking about the good kind here. Picture a creamy avocado smash on your sourdough, a sprinkle of nutrient-rich seeds like chia or flax, or a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over your toast. Nuts and nut butters, without added sugar, are also fantastic companions. Incorporating these healthy fats ensures your meal is not only delicious but also a powerful tool for blood sugar stabilization, fueling your body with sustained energy. Our third essential nutrient is fiber, the unsung hero of digestive health and blood sugar control. Fiber, particularly soluble fiber, forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. This gel acts as a physical barrier, slowing down the absorption of glucose from your food into your bloodstream. It's like having a natural speed bump for sugar. Beyond its immediate impact on blood sugar, fiber is also crucial for gut health, feeding beneficial bacteria and promoting regularity. The best part? Fiber is abundant in so many delicious foods. Load your bread with plenty of non-starchy vegetables, think vibrant greens, crunchy bell peppers, or juicy tomatoes. Add some legumes like chickpeas or black beans to your sandwiches, or sprinkle seeds generously. Every extra gram of fiber you add to your bread meal is a step towards better blood sugar management and overall well-being. Now, let's bring it all together. Imagine a plate with a slice of sprouted grain bread. Instead of just butter, envision it topped with a generous serving of avocado and smoked salmon, fat plus protein. Or a vibrant open-faced sandwich, sourdough with hummus, a medley of grilled vegetables, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, protein plus fiber plus fat. Even a simple peanut butter, sugar-free, and banana sandwich on whole grain bread becomes more balanced when you think about adding a side of Greek yogurt for extra protein. The beauty is in the flexibility and the endless possibilities. The key is to be mindful, to consciously pair your bread with these powerful allies. By consistently integrating protein, healthy fats, and fiber into your bread meals, you're not just eating, you're strategically nourishing your body, taking proactive steps to manage your blood sugar, and truly enjoying your food without compromise. Embrace this mindful approach, and you'll discover a whole new level of freedom and control in your dietary journey. Your journey to mastering blood sugar with bread is complete with these combinations. As we reach the culmination of our journey together, it's truly heartening to look back at how far we've come. We started with a landscape where bread felt like a forbidden fruit for those managing blood sugar, a source of anxiety rather than comfort. But through our exploration, we've not only shattered that perception but discovered a vibrant world of possibilities. You've learned about the wonders of sprouted grain bread, where the simple act of germination unlocks nutrients and reduces glycemic impact. We've delved into the ancient art of sourdough, understanding how its slow fermentation process transforms flour into a more digestible, blood sugar-friendly delight. And we even touched upon other innovative alternatives, proving that choice abounds when you know where to look. The core message throughout this exploration has been empowerment, not deprivation. It's about making informed choices, not sacrificing the joy of eating. Remember, our safe bread alternatives aren't magic bullets, they are intelligent choices that fit into a larger mosaic of a healthy lifestyle. The real magic happens when you integrate these breads thoughtfully. Think back to our discussions on pairing. Always aim to combine your bread with sources of lean protein, healthy fats, and ample fiber. This strategic combination acts as a natural buffer, further slowing down glucose absorption and keeping your energy levels steady, free from those dreaded blood sugar spikes. It's about creating a balanced plate, where every component plays its part in your well-being, but our journey extends beyond just what's on your plate. Living well with diabetes, or simply living a healthier life, is a symphony of interconnected habits. Mindful eating, for instance, is a powerful tool. It's about savoring each bite, paying attention to your body's signals of hunger and fullness, and truly experiencing your food without rush or distraction. Complement this with regular physical activity. Even a brisk walk after a meal can make a significant difference in how your body utilizes glucose. Hydration is another unsung hero. Drinking enough water supports countless bodily functions, including metabolic health. And let's not forget the restorative power of sleep. A well-rested body is better equipped to manage insulin sensitivity and overall stress, both crucial factors in blood sugar management. Embrace the joy of cooking and experimenting with your newly found bread knowledge. Try different sprouted grain varieties with avocado and a sprinkle of seeds for breakfast. Or perhaps a delicious sourdough sandwich filled with grilled chicken, crisp lettuce, and a smear of hummus for lunch. The kitchen becomes your laboratory, a place where healthy choices can be both creative and incredibly satisfying. Don't be afraid to try new recipes, adapt old favorites, and share your discoveries with loved ones. Food is meant to be shared, to bring people together, and to nourish not just our bodies, but our souls. Ultimately, this entire guide has been about giving you the tools to reclaim your relationship with food, particularly with bread. It's about shifting from a mindset of fear and restriction to one of knowledge and joyful indulgence. You now possess the wisdom to choose wisely, to prepare mindfully, and to enjoy fully, all while safeguarding your health. So go forth, embrace your choices, and live a life where delicious bread and vibrant health walk hand in hand. This isn't just about managing diabetes, it's about thriving, about empowering yourself to live your fullest, healthiest life, one mindful bite at a time. Your journey to a happier, healthier you, with bread back on the menu, truly begins now. So, as we reach the end of our journey, remember this: every challenge overcome, every dream pursued, every moment of doubt transformed into determination, has led you here. This isn't just an ending, it's a new beginning. A testament to your resilience, your courage, and the unwavering spirit within you. Look back with pride, not just at what you've achieved, but at the person you've become through it all. Embrace the future with open arms, knowing that the strength you've discovered is yours to command. The world awaits your next chapter, a story yet untold, filled with infinite possibilities. Go forth, not just to live, but to thrive, to inspire, and to leave your indelible mark upon the world. This is your moment. Seize it with everything you have. Your incredible journey continues.